A new era begins in Canada with a rebooted Liberal Party at the helm. Results are being finalized following last night's Canadian federal election, but celebrations ensued after the Liberals rose from the ashes under Prime Minister Mark Carney. The Carney-led party won enough seats to form government by defeating Pierre Poilievre's Conservatives and Jagmeet Singh's New Democrats, who officially lost party status last night. Jason Gaidola joins us live with more reaction from last night. Jason, how close was this race?
Well, Manisa, both the Liberals and the Tories pulled away from the rest of the pack, and tonight results appear to show that the Liberals will form a minority government. A historic turnaround within just a few months is what the Liberal Party achieved, with Prime Minister Mark Carney leading the way.
Together, we will build a Canada worthy of our values. We will build Canada strong, Canada free, Canada forever.
The Carney Liberals will form the next government after it claimed more than 40% of the vote share. While Elections Canada finalizes the results, the race turned out to be razor close, with the Liberals projected to be a few seats short of winning a majority.
And now, more than ever, it is a time for ambition. It is a time to be bold, to meet this crisis with overwhelming positive force of a united Canada. Because we are going to build, baby, build.
Carney and company defeated Pierre Poilievre's Conservatives after the Tories held a massive lead in pre-election polling, one as high as 25 points.
We are cognizant of the fact that we didn't quite get over the finish line yet. We know that change is needed, but change is hard to come by. It takes time.
Congratulating Carney in defeat, the Conservative leader had an evening of mixed results. In stunning fashion, Poilievre failed to reclaim his own riding, leaving him with no seat in the House of Commons. However, the Conservative Party made huge gains, also capturing more than 40% of the vote share.
Conservatives will work with the Prime Minister and all parties with the common goal of defending Canada's interests and getting a new trade deal that puts these tariffs behind us while protecting our sovereignty and the Canadian people.
If you ask Canadians which party they think they're closest to, the leading result is usually the Liberals. And so they had a very unpopular leader who had overstayed his welcome, but once he was gone, a lot of those voters, I think, were ready to come home, at least if they're willing to believe that, Mark Carney represented some kind of better and new liberalism.
The Liberals and Tories' newfound strength partly came at the expense and collapse of the New Democrats, who officially lost party status.
Tonight, I've been forward a party leader that I'll be stepping down as party leader as soon as an interim leader can be appointed.
An emotional Jagmeet Singh called it quits after also losing his seat, finishing third in his riding. The NDP came into this election with 24 seats on the Hill, only to see it dwindle beneath the minimum 12. While final votes are still being counted, the NDP is expected to end up with 7 MPs.
Obviously, I'm disappointed that we could not win more seats, but I'm not disappointed in our movement. I'm hopeful for our party. I know that we will always choose hope over fear, and optimism over despair, and unity over hate.
They might have lost their base because of Jack Layton. At a certain point, Jack Layton's strategy was to be a better Liberal Party and to downplay a number of the things that made the NDP different and probably in some ways less electable, but maybe more popular among working class and poor Canadians.
And only hours after victory, Prime Minister Mark Carney was back on the Hill today in regards to the trade war with the White House. The Prime Minister's office says U.S. President Donald Trump congratulated Carney over the phone, and the two have agreed to meet in person soon. No date was given.